Welcome to Kev's Twisted Humor. Today we explore the life of George Carlin. In the annals of comedy, few names resonate as strongly as George Carlin. Born on a crisp May morning in 1937, Carlin was a New York City native through and through. Raised amidst the lively banter of Morningside Heights, his formative years were steeped in the vibrant culture of the city. From an early age, Carlin displayed a fascination with language and comedy. His sharp wit was a constant companion, turning ordinary conversations into extraordinary comedic gold. The world was his stage and language his tool. With a natural talent for making people laugh, he made the bold decision to drop out of school and chase his dreams in the entertainment industry. Humor was his compass, guiding him towards a life full of laughter and applause. It would be a journey marked by triumphs and trials, but one thing was certain. Carlin's love for comedy was unwavering. So, with a head full of dreams and a heart full of laughter, Carlin set out to conquer the comedy world. Carlin's journey in comedy didn't start with a bang, but with a determined crawl. Imagine a young George Carlin, fresh-faced and eager, stepping onto the comedy circuit with dreams of laughter and applause. But the road to success was not as smooth as he had hoped. His early career was marked by struggle, as he grappled to find his voice and make his mark in the comedy world. In the early days, Carlin found a kindred spirit in a fellow comedian, Jack Burns. The two formed a comedic duo, their chemistry on stage undeniable, but success wasn't immediate. They hustled, performing in small clubs and venues, tirelessly crafting and honing their act. But it was their persistence that paid off, leading them to a breakthrough moment on The Tonight Show. This was a turning point, not only in their careers but also in the landscape of comedy. However, Carlin's comedic journey was far from over. His partnership with Burns had been fruitful, but he felt a pull towards a different path. He began to gravitate towards solo stand-up comedy. It was a bold move, one that required him to step out of his comfort zone and into the spotlight, alone. But Carlin was not one to shy away from a challenge. In the late 1960s, Carlin's solo career began to take off. His unique blend of observational comedy, laced with a sharp and often biting wit, resonated with audiences. He had a knack for transforming everyday situations into hilarious sketches, his comedy rooted in the truth of the human experience. He was not just a comedian, he was a storyteller, a social critic, a voice of his generation. His popularity soared, his shows drawing larger and larger crowds. He was breaking boundaries, pushing the envelope and challenging societal norms. His comedy was unapologetic, fearless, and above all, wildly entertaining. Carlin's unique brand of comedy was beginning to take shape, and the world was starting to take notice. This was the rise of George Carlin, a comedy star who would leave an indelible mark on the world of humor. In the 1970s, Carlin's comedy took a turn towards the controversial, and it was here that he truly made his mark. The 70s were a time of change and rebellion, and Carlin was right at the forefront with his provocative brand of comedy. He started to push boundaries, tackling subjects that many dared not to touch. It was during this era that he penned his infamous routine, the 7 Dirty Words. This bit, a linguistic exploration of 7 words you couldn't say on television, was not merely a shock value gimmick. It was a calculated challenge to the censorship norms of the time. Carlin's audacious humor wasn't just about getting laughs, it was about pushing societal buttons and questioning the status quo. He was a comedian with a message, and he wasn't afraid to ruffle some feathers to get that message across. But this path was not without its pitfalls. Carlin's controversial material landed him in hot water more than once. His 7 Dirty Words routine in particular led to a Supreme Court case, FCC v. Pacifica Foundation. Carlin was arrested multiple times and his broadcasts were scrutinized and censored. Yet he was undeterred. Instead of backing down, Carlin used these legal battles as fuel for his fire. He became a champion for free speech in comedy, advocating for the right to push boundaries and challenge societal norms. His audacity and perseverance paid off. Despite the controversy, or perhaps because of it, Carlin's popularity soared. He became a beacon for comedians who aspired to be more than just entertainers, who wanted to use their platform to say something meaningful. Carlin's controversial comedy wasn't just a phase, it was a defining feature of his career. He continued to push boundaries and provoke thought right up until his passing in 2008. His legacy is a testament to the power of comedy as a vehicle for social commentary. Carlin had proven that comedy could be more than just jokes. It could be a tool for challenging societal norms and sparking important conversations. George Carlin's impact on comedy extends far beyond his own career. His unique style, sharp wit, and fearlessness in pushing boundaries left an indelible mark on the world of humor, influencing a new generation of comedians. Carlin's approach to comedy was more than just making people laugh. It was about making people think, challenging societal norms, and questioning authority. Many of today's stand-up comedians owe a debt of gratitude to Carlin. His influence can be seen in the work of comedians like Louis C.K., Jon Stewart, and Chris Rock, who have all cited Carlin as a significant influence on their own comedic styles. He taught them, and us, that comedy could be a powerful tool for social commentary and critical thinking. Over his career, Carlin received numerous awards and accolades. He won 5 Grammy Awards for his comedy albums, was the first ever host of Saturday Night Live, and in 2008 was posthumously awarded the Mark Twain Prize for American Humor, one of the highest honors in comedy. These awards are a testament to his talent, his influence, and his enduring appeal. Yet perhaps the greatest testament to Carlin's legacy is his continued relevance today. Even after his death in 2008, his comedy continues to resonate with audiences around the world. His incisive observations on society, politics, and human nature remain as poignant and funny as ever. And his courage in speaking truth to power and making us laugh while making us think is something that continues to inspire comedians and audiences alike. The outpouring of tributes from fans and fellow comedians following his death was a testament to the impact he had. People from all walks of life shared how Carlin's comedy had touched their lives, made them laugh, and made them think. In the world of comedy, George Carlin's legacy is as enduring as his wit, a testament to a life well laughed.